Hi friends, welcome back to the channel Engineering Mathematics for GATE exam. In continuation with my previous video, let us see some more practice questions on calculus. Now look at the question number 1. The curve y is equal to x power 4 is. Curve is given and asked to find what is it. Look at the given options. Concave up for all values of x, concave down for all values of x, concave up for only positive values of x, concave up only for negative values of x. So in order to find the solution to this problem, you have to know what is meant by concave up, concave down. Okay, actually this concept is not covered in my notes, so in this solution I am going to give you the clear concept of what is meant by concave up, what is meant by concave downward, and in this process you will get one more important point, that is inflection point. So after understanding the concept of all these points, you can solve any question based on these concepts: concave up, concave down, or inflection point. Okay, now look at what is meant by concave upward. When the slope continuously increases, the function is concave upward. Okay, look at this curve, look at this figure. Okay, in the coordinates x and y, this function f of x is continuously increasing the slope. Okay, here it is, this is the curve f of x, function f of x. So here the slope is continuously increasing, so this is concave upward. Okay, when the slope continuously decreases, the function is concave downward. Look at this function in this figure. Look at this function f of x. Here the slope is continuously decreasing, so this is called as concave downward. Okay, in terms of derivative, when the second derivative is positive, the function is concave upward. So in this concave upward function, the second derivative is positive. Okay, and when the second derivative is negative, the function is concave downward. So for this concave downward function, the second derivative is negative. Okay, and in case if the function is changing from concave downward to concave upward, the point where it is changing is called the inflection point. Okay, and concave downward means second derivative is negative, and concave upward means second derivative is positive. So it is changing from negative to positive means at inflection point, that is where it is changing from concave downward to upward, that point second derivative is 0. Okay, so in order to find the inflection point, the second derivative must be 0. Okay, so these are the points regarding concave upward, concave downward, and inflection points. Okay, now apply the concept to the given question. So in order to find the function is upward or downward, first we have to calculate the double derivative of the given function. So dy by dx is equal to 4x cube, and d square y by dx square is equal to 12x square. Okay, so 12x square. So here it is x square, square in nature. So for any positive or negative values of x, the total quantity always positive. Okay, and which is greater than 0. So clearly the function is concave upward for all values of x, because it's a square in nature. Any value of x, positive, negative, we will get the double derivative value is positive. So it is concave upward for all values of x. So option A is correct. Now look at the question number 2. The value of limit x tends to 0, 1 minus cos x square by 2x power 4 is. So first substitute x is equal to 0 to the given function. So limit x tends to 0, 1 minus cos x square means cos 0. So 1 minus 1, 0. Numerator is 0. So 2x power 4. So 2, 0 power 4. So denominator is 0. So clearly we got the 0 by 0 form, that is indeterminate form. Now apply the L'Hospital rule. Okay, so limit x tends to 0. Differentiation of numerator, that is 1 minus cos x square. So 1 is constant, 0. So d by dx of minus cos x square is nothing but cos x square is minus sin x square. Already minus sign is there, so it will be positive. So sin x square, and d by dx of x square is nothing but 2x. So numerator become 2x sin x square, and denominator d by dx of 2x power 4 is nothing but 2 into 4 into x cube. So 8x cube. So in the numerator and denominator we can cancel x. Okay, x and x cube. So limit x tends to 0, 2 sin x square by 8x square. So 2 by 8 is nothing but 1 by 4. Limit x tends to 0, sin x square by x square. So limit x tends to 0, it is in the form of sin x by x. So limit x tends to 0, sin x square by x square become 1. So the value will be 1 by 4. So option C is correct. Now look at the question number 3. Consider an ant traveling along the curve x minus 2 whole square plus y square is equal to 4. Okay, where x and y are in meters. The ant starts at the point 4, 0 and moves counterclockwise with a speed of 1.57 meters per second. The time taken by the ant to reach the point 2, 2 in seconds. Okay, so it is asked to find the time taken. So time is equal to distance by speed, and speed is given 1.57. So first we have to find the distance to find the value of time. Okay, so here it is given the ant starts moving from at the point 4, 0. So take x and y coordinates, take this point first. Okay, make this point. So this is 4, 0. Okay, and the time taken by the ant to reach the point 2, 2, and mark the 2 point. Okay, this is the 2, 2 point. Okay, if you take the midpoint of this 0, 0 to 4, 0, that will be 2, 0. Okay, and the distance from here to here is x value 2, and the distance from here to here clearly it is mentioned 2. So here 2. So clearly the radius is r. So with radius is r equal to 2. So with radius r is equal to 2 and connect these 2 points, make a circle. So this will be the circle you will get. Okay, so in order to find the distance and moved from 4, 0 to 2, 2. Okay, this distance we have to find in order to find the time taken. Okay, so clearly this arc length is nothing but, after observing all the points, clearly it is 1/4 of the circle. Okay, so clearly, so the length of the arc of the circle covered by the ant from 4, 0 to 2, 2 is equal to 1 by 4 of circumference of the circle, 1/4 of the circumference of the circle. So 2 pi r. Okay, so 2 get cancelled, so 2 pi r by 2. So and directly from this the radius is r equal to 2, so 2 pi by 2. So the distance is equal to pi. So time is equal to pi by 1.57. If you find the value in the calculator, you will get 2 seconds. So answer is 2 seconds. Okay. Now look at the question number 4. Consider a spatial curve in 3-dimensional space given by parametric form by x of t is equal to cos t, y of t is equal to sin t, z of t is equal to 2 by pi into t, and t varies from 0 to pi by 2. The length of the curve is, asked to find the length. Okay, clearly friends, there is a direct formula for length of a spatial curve in 3D space. Is length of the curve is equal to integral of alpha to beta square root of dx by dt whole square plus dy by dt whole square plus dz by dt whole square into dt. Okay, this is the direct formula for length of the spatial curve in 3D space. You have to remember this formula, friends. Okay, so from this, first we have to find the dx by dt. So dx by dt is equal to d by dt of cos t, that is nothing but minus sin t. So dy by dt is nothing but d by dt of sin t, that is cos t. dz by dt is equal to d by dt of 2 by pi t, that is 2 by. So substitute these values into the formula, and t is varying from 0 to pi by 2. So integral of 0 to pi by 2 square root of dx by dt whole square is nothing but sin square t, plus dy by dt is nothing but cos square t, plus dz by dt square whole square is nothing but 2 by pi whole square dt. That is equal to integral of 0 to pi by 2 sin square t plus cos square t is nothing but 1. So 1 plus 2 square is nothing but 4 divided by pi square dt. That is equal to integral of 0 to pi by 2 square root of pi square plus 4 by pi square dt. So if we, this is pi square and square root is nothing but 1 by pi. So 1 by pi square root of pi square plus 4 dt, that is equal to 1 by pi square root of pi square dt into t, integration of constant. Okay, and limits 0 to pi by 2, that is equal to square root of pi square plus 4 divided by pi, after applying the limits pi by 2 minus 4, So pi get cancelled. So square root of pi square plus 4 divided by 2. If you calculate this value in the calculator, you will get 1.862. So this is the answer. Okay. Now look at question number 5. Look at the question number 5. The value of limit x tends to 0 minus sin x by 2 sin x plus x cos x is. So substitute x is equal to 0 in the given limit function. So limit x tends to 0 minus sin x by 2 sin x plus cos x is equal to sin 0 is nothing but 0, numerator 0, sin 0 plus 0 into cos 0, that is denominator is also 0. So it is indeterminate form, 0 by 0 we got. Okay, now apply the L'Hospital rule. So differentiate the numerator. So d by dx of minus sin x is nothing but d minus cos x divided by d by dx of 2 sin x plus x cos x is nothing but sin x is nothing but cos x. So 2 cos x plus x cos x, differentiation is x into differentiation of cos x minus sin x plus cos x into d by dx of x is 1. So cos x. So that is equal to, apply x is equal to 0. So cos 0 1, here minus sign is there, so minus 1 divided by 2 cos 0, so that is 2. 0 into sin 0 0, so minus 0 plus cos 0 is nothing but 1. So total value will be minus 1 by 3. So that is equal to minus 0.333. Okay. Look at the question number 6. The double integral of 0 to a integral of 0 to y f of x comma y dx dy is equivalent to. Look at the options. Integral of 0 to x, 0 to y f of x comma y dy dx. Integral of 0 to a integral of x comma y f of x comma y dy dx. Here also dy dx is given. Here also dy dx is given. See, all the options dy dx is given. In the question it is dx dy. So the order of changing the double integral, and we have to find the corresponding limits for the order of changing the double integral. Okay, it is dx dy. Now we have to find the limits for dy dx. Okay, so this is the given function, and given limits are y is equal to 0 to a, because dx dy is given. These limits are for x, these limits are for y. So y equal to 0 to y equal to a is given, and x is equal to 0 to x is equal to y. Okay, so friends, in any case, for in any question, if the question is like this, means double integral order is changing and ask you to find the limits. Okay, so this is the procedure. Okay, try to understand carefully. Okay, so this is the given limits, y equal to 0 to y equal to a, and x is equal to 0, x is equal to y. Now take the xy coordinates and draw the x is equal to y line. Okay, this is x is equal to y line. Okay, and y is equal to a line is this is. Okay, if you take this as a comma a point, so y equal to a is this. Okay, and given x is equal to 0 to x is equal to y, so this is x is equal to 0 line, and this is y equal to 0 line. So x is varying from 0 to x is equal to y, so x is varying from here to, and x is equal to y. Okay, so the given limits is this thick black line. Okay, now we have to change dx to dy. So this green line, take the vertical strip. Here in the given question it is dx dy, so this is horizontal strip basically, and that x is varying from x is equal to 0 to x is equal to y, and for this case y is varying from 0 to a, from here to here. Okay, that is the actual strip. Now in order to change the order of integration, now we have to shift this horizontal vertical line. Okay, so look at this green strip. Now we took this strip. For this strip, now we have to find the limits. See friends, first this strip. Okay, if you take this strip anywhere, okay, so x is varying from x is equal to 0 to x is equal to a. Okay, so new limits for this strip is x is equal to 0 to a. Okay, now for y is varying from here. If you take strip anywhere, it is varying from x is equal to y line, this line, to y equal to a. So that is the limits, y is equal to x to y equal to a. Okay, I hope you understand friends. Okay, what I am saying. If you have any doubts, please please ask me in the comment section. Okay, the original limits is based on this horizontal strip because that is a dx dy, and if you take this strip and based on this strip the limits are there. Now in order to change, okay, we took the vertical strip, okay, in this region. If you take vertical strip any region and if you take look at the limits, these are the limits. X is equal to 0 to a and y is equal to x to a. So integral of 0 to a, 0 to y, f of x comma y dx dy is equal to integral of, now it is x limits, here y limits, because dy dx, so first it will come y, so y equal to x to a and x is equal to 0 to a. So look at the options. Option C is correct. Okay. Now look at the question number 7. The contour on the xy plane where the partial derivative of x square plus y square with respect to y is equal to the partial derivative of 6y plus 4x with respect to x is. Friends, this is easy question, direct question. Okay, sometimes this kind of questions may be asked you, so you can find directly. Okay, now look at what is it saying. The partial derivative of dx x square plus y square is with respect to y is equal to partial derivative of 6y plus 4x with respect to x. So dou by dou y of x square plus y square is equal to dou by dou x of 6y plus 4x. So dou by dou y, so x remains constant, so that is 0. So dou by dou y of x square plus y square is nothing but 2y, because this is constant, it is 0. Okay, so 2y is equal to dou by dou x of 6y plus 4y, so the term y will be treated as constant, so that is 0, and dou by dou x of 4x is nothing but 4, so 2y is equal to 4, so y is equal to 2. So option A is correct. Okay, I hope you understand, friends. If you have any queries, please ask me in the comment section. In this video, two very important problems are solved. One is based on concave upward, concave downward or inflection point concepts, and another very important crucial problem is changing the order of integral, and we have to find the limits, new limits for the order of changing the integration. Okay, these two are very important. Okay, follow these procedures what I am saying, you will solve any question. Okay, thanks for watching. Please do subscribe my channel for more videos.